Welcome, everybody. I think this is the first of a number of tech talks that we've got today. So I'm the first one up. They're quite short talks. I think they're about 7 minutes long. So we'll see how we get on. I've just got a few things to cover with you. So I just want to start by saying how many people actually automate their documentation at the moment? Okay, so there's 2 or 3 in the room, semi-automated. Probably a lot of you are talking about it and thinking about it at the moment with the onset of AI. So I just want to give you a couple of glimpses of some of the potential things that you could be doing when it comes to automating your highly regulated documentation. And that's exactly what Quark do. Okay, we help you automate the production of that highly regulated documentation. Everything needs to be super compliant, well formatted, well structured, no deviation, no risk of non-conformance. Okay, but some critical elements, critical formatting involved in that documentation. Okay, so lots of back office, lots of regulator involvements, lots of things that if you get it wrong, it could lead to very big fines and punishments, which obviously none of us want. So that's us. We work in financial services and a number of other highly regulated industries as well. And we've been around since the 1980s. Some of you might even remember Quark Express, a design product. That's actually our product as well, and it still forms a part of this solution. So I could see a few nods in the audience. A lot of people thought that had gone away, but it hasn't. It's still got a big role. We've still got thousands of customers using that. Okay, last year we did, and this is how many people know who IDC are? Quite similar to Forrester and Gartner, the big analyst company. Okay, so we did a survey with them last year about content in general, particularly in highly regulated industries. And we talked about AI, and you can see that nearly 90% of the respondents to that survey, this was over 600 people across North America, UK, and the EU, okay? 90% of them said that content strategy would be benefited by AI, and it would give them competitive advantage, okay? So very important statistic to bear in mind. Some of the data challenges that people come across as well when it comes to content. Data is siloed and fragmented. It is emailed and copied manually. I've already had a number of conversations this morning with people who are still doing those kind of processes where you've got all of your content split up across multiple systems in different formats. And you might not even have a true collaborative workflow around that. So people are still emailing things to each other. They're still attaching Word documents and saying, hey, can you take a look at this for us, please? And then that person might reply back with literally a copy paste from a paragraph within that document, put it into the body of the email and send it back to you saying, yeah, I'd like these changes, please. And you're like, okay, so what do I do with this? I have to copy paste it, go back to the original document, lose all the formatting because they've sent it me in an email body and that has a completely different format type and everything just becomes total chaos. And if you imagine that across a big team of people, that's a huge problem. So again, this is all about content automation, about standardization of content, making things watertight, keeping people within templates, keeping them within regulatory guidelines, ensuring things don't go wrong, safeguarding your compliance, minimizing you against risk. Okay. Quality assurance is a big thing. Communication is a problem. We connect into Teams. So if anything changes within content, you can get pinged in Teams to say, okay, you need to come and take a look at this because somebody's changed this big data table and we don't want to publish it until the right people have seen it, okay? Integrated within the platform, part of the automated workflow, okay? Being able to see things before they get published, okay? That's a problem as well. You have to share things all the time with different stakeholders, different people, could be in different time zones, speaking different languages, okay? Again, you compound all of that together, you've got a major problem, you've got bottlenecks, you've got slowdown. All right, so loads of things to consider within that as well. If you have an integrated platform, Quark Publishing Platform is a platform solution. It's a SaaS product. It can sit behind your firewall in a private cloud, or you could have multi-tenant cloud or single tenant, whichever you choose, super secure. It will help you reduce manual effort. It will help you lower those operational costs that you have that just accumulate out of control, okay? Probably most importantly, it will accelerate your time to market of that content. So if you're thinking you're doing regular updates, market forces changing, you might be connecting to a dashboard, a financial dashboard, things are changing constantly. If that's a manual effort at the moment, you will be inefficient. Okay, it needs to be automated. And you can put a bit of AI on top of that, okay, just to accelerate the workflow, make things easier, make sure things move to the right people at the right time in the right order. So legal always see it, for example. There's always a citation disclaimer within it that people need to check off. Okay, but the key thing is you are locking everything down. You're allowing the right people to make the right changes. You're creating an automated workflow powered by AI. Three things to think about. You need structured data. So all of our data is componentized, so it's split into chunks, but it's written in XML. It's got XML underneath it, so it's easy for AI to read. So you've got structured data, makes AI's life a lot easier, but also you're keeping a human in the loop within that process, which is the third component that you need. Structured data, AI, human in the loop. If you've got those three things working together, you can create a very, very efficient automated workflow. Okay, that's exactly what we do. We're on the Azure marketplace, by the way. So you can always, if you're a Microsoft house, if you have an enterprise agreement with Microsoft, you can purchase us through the Azure marketplace. So just something to bear in mind as well. The kind of documents we do, you probably recognize these down the left-hand side. So fact sheets is a really big one for us. Portfolio documents, stock reports, anything that has a structured format, a common format, but will change, will be personalized, has regular updates, very much would be data-driven. Again, think connecting to proprietary databases, connecting to Morningstar, to Bloomberg dashboards, to subject matter experts, to know your customer experts. Okay, all of that can be automated through. And down the right-hand side, you can see the benefits that you will get for using an automated platform. I'm speaking to so many people at the moment who think that AI can do everything on its own. Okay, that's not the case. AI needs structured data. It needs something to read. And it needs some kind of guardrail and control. So it needs formatting. And it needs a human in the loop to make decisions so it doesn't make its own decisions, okay, unless you want it to. So think of all those document types down the left-hand side. Think of any of those that could be relevant to you. Here's an example of what you can do. Okay, when it comes to things like translation, when it comes to outputting to different formats, we're an omni-channel publishing platform, which means you can create it once, but you can output it to HTML5, to PDF, to a mobile app format, to iDoc, whichever you want, from the same place without doing any extra work. Okay, and you can even see what it looks like before you've published it. So you know, okay, it looks great in PDF, but it looks awful on a web page, so I need to make a few changes. Okay, you have that power and flexibility within the platform. So you can see one of our investment management companies across 160 countries, they produce 7,000 fund marketing documents, and they translate those into 30 different languages. All of that is being automated through our platform. So just think of the scale of what you can achieve. Told you it was quick, but hopefully that gives you an idea of what we do. We're just down there. We're Quark. Just as you go down the stairs, take a left, go past the coffee around the corner. We'd love you to come over and have a conversation with us. Hopefully that's helped open your eyes. If you need some more info, come and speak to us. Thank you very much.